Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Nitzan, and in this video I would like to talk about is one diet fit all? Can we does human have a species specific diet? And how it's only half truth? Because we need to understand that there is a lot of problems and mistakes in nutrition, in science. There is so much conflicted information, and although most of them are learning the same degree, they come up with different ideas. And it makes us confused. We not understand that we have to deal with two groups of needs to satisfy our needs, because we have caused damage to ourselves over time by doing those mistakes, and we need to correct those mistakes by working on the problems that causes that mistake. Cause and effect, and then ripple effect after the cause. So cause and effect, and then a ripple effect. Two laws of nature that we all have to learn. Like the waves are a ripple effect of the wind, or a drop in the water that's spread. There is a ripple effect to everything we do. So we affect life the same way it affects us. And we have control over our result, over our actions. But we are unaware that most of us are doing the things we think are okay that are not okay. We need to learn that one diet does not fit all at the moment, but it does when we are in our ideal place. Like every other animal has their own species specific diet, we too have a species specific diet. But over the years, we accumulate many mistakes that made us have secondary needs. We damage ourselves, we damage the environment, we damage society. Our body, our brain, and our blood and our lymph fluid is damaged. So we need to understand that we have to work on the damage we've done, the results, the details. But always first we have to work on the content, on the structure of what food should we eat, and then focus on the details, and then look for the details. But first look at the group of food we are meant to eat before we go look into the problems, into the details. We need to correct what we are doing every day first that causes the damage before we focus on the damage. And most nutritionists will focus on the damage. Oh, you're lacking that, add a little bit of this, add maybe supplement. It's working downstream. It's not fixing anything. And what I mean downstream is, I can give you an analogy. If there is a river, and every day I go walk by this river and I see someone is drowning, and I go and I rescue him. I jump into the water, I rescue him outside, I take him to the clinic in town. He's better. Every day I go there and there's another person with this guy, and then second person, third person, 50 people. Every day I go and I rescue. I decide, okay, every time I go them to the clinic, they make a lot of money. Let's open a clinic next to the river. Let's do something about it. Let's take care of the problem. And focusing on making a clinic to help those people that fall into the river. That's a good idea, no? No, it's a stupid idea, because we want to go upstream and look why are those people are falling into the water, help them not get into the water, build a bridge, not build a bridge, but change what they do so they don't get into the water, most likely, and not walk downstream fixing systems that are broken. You see what I mean? That's what most of our experts are doing. They're walking downstream looking only at the results, at the damage. So one diet does not fit all. So in nutrition, it will be a lot of confusion because of that damage. We are unaware of that damage because, we need to learn that damage ourselves and go into the details, every individual, to understand what we have damaged, how we have damaged ourselves and how to correct it, but always learning the science of what causes it. One diet does fit all, but sometimes we damage ourselves and we don't make, for example, a second level nutrient because we've been eating that nutrient from animal products, for example, DHA, B12, things like that, that are produced in the body from the plant food before, but then we have trained the body to get this nutrient from direct sources, animal product, and we damage our organs so we don't produce those anymore. So we can look at the damage when we are damaged, but we need to look at the science, at the content, at the what causes the damage before. So that's why one diet does not fit all. It's half truth because you need to learn how to adapt. So we need to have the knowledge of how to adapt and the knowledge of how to live. So right now we have different needs. We need the knowledge of how to work on the damage, the art, and how to change the structure, the content that causes that damage. So it's very interesting to talk about that because most people don't see that two sides to that picture, and they think, okay, if this diet worked for me and after eating only raw food for a few months I go back to eating meat, I feel better again. You need to learn why does that happen, because maybe you've damaged yourself and maybe all the endorphins from the animals are acting in your brain and you feel like it's coffee right now because it's similar molecules as caffeine almost. They're very similar. So you need to learn how things affect you and have a better perspective or reference of how your body reacts. So to correct those mistakes, we can take a solid food vacation, which is one of the ways to correct those 5 main mistakes that I talk about in other videos, and the 3 ways I talk about the video before, so you can go click down below. But the focus here today is looking at the problems of knowledge, because when we are doing things that are not okay, we get in results that are not okay, so we are in this negative ripple effect loop that we are stuck in. This is what we know. We don't know anything else, only the damage we are doing to ourselves, only these traditions that we know, only the books that we got from people that control us, psychopaths. And we need to understand that we need to focus on the structure of how to live and then focus on the details of the damage and not get distracted in it. Don't get distracted on the details. The devil is in the details. You want to focus on the structure before you focus on the details. And only if you've been damaged, you want to focus on the damage. So, what do? We go into our so-called experts. They tell us focus on the damage. What do? We want to look for solutions. We don't want to walk into taking the same mistakes and continuing those mistakes that causes our damage. We want to change those mistakes. So we need to change our belief, change what we do, and change what we get. 3 stages of knowledge, where we have belief system, lifestyle choices, feedback system. And while we change what we do, we change the feedback, we will have a new knowledge, because the feedback is the communication that comes back from the effect. So there is a ripple effect where effect become cause, the damage, it's a cause now, and an effect become knowledge, as in the knowledge loop. So now you think it's okay, but it's not okay what you're doing, and you're unaware that there is a better way of doing it. And most people are in major state of denial, because as soon as you talk about food, they shut their brains out. So we need to learn and teach those people the ripple effect and the law of cause and effect. And there is a species-specific diet, and there is working on the damage and working on the science, and we need to learn how to do both and not focus on only one of them. And that's the confusion of most of the art, most of the, how do I explain it, all the acupuncture and herbalist and everything that has to do other than focusing on raw food diet, science, biophotons, life force energy that within our food, because we're lacking that communication that get us the negative results that make us disconnected from this planet. So we have sick people controlling us. But there is so much good, that so much potential to this planet to be a paradise that we are unaware of, because we are in a negative ripple effect, believing that it's true. And then whenever someone point us into the light, telling and when the analogy behind Plato's cave is that we are ignorance. We need to understand we are all ignorance. And if you want to learn about Plato's cave, go to John Rowe's video, and I will try to make a video about Plato's cave very soon. But the idea there is that we are in ourselves in a cave of ignorance, not seeing that most of our problems are self-inflicted, and most of our problems are within our control. Those problems that are caused by us, lifestyle choices, and then there are problems that are not within our control, like acts of nature and accidents and other people, but it's what we talk about is what within our control at the moment. Because what's within our control means that we are in control of it, so we can change it. So when you get out of Plato's cave, as soon as you get out, you have the need for community, so you go back to your community and screaming at them, telling them, look into the light, you are the light, you are the cause of most of your problem, and you are the solution. And what people do, don't make me look into the light. Oh my God, what the fuck are you doing? Don't tell me I'm to blame. Don't tell me it's the greasy French fries. Blame biology. Blame the stars. I'm emotional today. Bullshit. Don't blame the burger. Don't blame the, I don't know, the rice and beans and noodles and spices and oils and vinegars and salts and all this addictive stuff that make us addicted to those mistakes, and we accumulate those mistakes and we create filth in our brain, and that's making a dark side to our behavior, because we are filthy inside, and those darkest of the darkest of us are controlling everything. The sickest of the sickest are controlling everything. And look, it's a beautiful planet. And why psychopaths are ruling it? Why there is only treating symptom with a monopoly. There is a system that treats only symptom and has a monopoly on it, and tell us other people that has a solution, you cannot do it unless you have a degree. And it's bullshit. We have freedom on this planet to do whatever we want. We should have, at least. And that's why I'm here, spreading that message. It's more than just a raw food diet. It's a philosophical way of looking at the big picture, at what causes us to get out of nature, what causes us to get out of heaven, so they say. It's heaven is a place where we have no problems that within our control. And heaven is right here, right now, my friend. If you're unaware of it, if you are not in that state of mind, it's within you to change your state of mind and become one with everything, so you can make everything better around you, because there is nothing else to do when you are satisfy all your needs. You're feeling the sunlight energy connected you to the rest of the world, to the rest of the people, and as soon as you do that, you're going back into the community and you look at the pain, you look at the suffering, you look at the sickness and disease and the addictions and the distractions that people are at, instead of looking at the focusing on what's real, the food, growing our food, making it simple, not using systems to share that resources we have on that abundant planet, because we do live in an abundant planet, and we need to know that. And why there is obesity, why there is hungry people, it's all within our control, and the sickest of us causing those problems. So we stay sick so they can keep us controlled. And focusing on the money is short-sighted. Focusing on the medical systems, it's short-sighted. We need to change ourselves so the edges of the sickest of us, the psychopaths, will change, and then from the other side, the saints, the masses need to change. Most of us need to change, so the rest of us will change. And it's a good news, bad news scenario when you're the enemy and you're the hero. And most people are afraid of it because they need to change their lifestyle and do something else they never done before. But I get excited when I need to do something I never done before, because there is nothing more exciting than doing new things in this planet, because you only live once. And if you don't do something excited, then life has no meaning. And so you want to join the hero's journey, you want to help other people, because as soon as you get a little glimpse out of Plato's cave, you go back and scream at your community, supplying, why do you think I do that? People are sick, people are disconnected, people are obese, people are suffering. I'm excited to help people. And I know I can. It's only up to you guys to choose to change if you want to change. So it's exciting. It's an exciting message. It's an exciting time to live, because we are on the edge of some new structure to our lives, because even democracy has cycles and it's gonna end soon, and we're gonna change, and we can choose to continue the systems and mistakes and go downstream, or we can walk upstream and start correcting those mistakes and go back to paradise slowly. It might take 10 years, it might take 500 years, who knows? But it doesn't matter. As soon as we start right now, it only takes one generation to cause a positive ripple effect that puts us where we need, where the effects are positive. So I really like to help people do that. I really like to talk about it, and I get really philosophic about this topic every time, because it's so obvious when you do that and then you go and share that message that our people are in denial in so many ways. You look at yourself, you look at the mirror, and you see those things every day and you work on them every day to correct those mistakes, because it's very important. If none of us will do it, we'll never change. If some of us will do it and help others, and those that have a lot of ability to express that message, you should do it even more, because I have limited abilities with the way I express things, and some people have it already built in. So I'm teaching myself right now, but up to some of us that can spread that message, please take your time and think about it. Think about how profound that message of raw food can be if we all do that. If everyone can do a solid food vacation on nothing but juices, and it's the only thing that can correct all of our mistakes, the ill behavior, the sickness, the diseases, the control, the money. With the time, we will have to walk downstream to fix those systems, but while walking upstream, fixing ourselves. So understand that there is one diet that fits all, but we have caused damage, so need to work on two groups of needs to satisfy sometimes, and maybe we need to supplement. Maybe we need to we have a broken arm. It's a damage. We have to work on that. We cannot just sit and look and work on the science only, on the structure of how to eat. We need to fix that maybe. So we go to a doctor and fix our arm, but we don't take the pills, we don't take the chemicals, we don't take the chemotherapy. We don't need all those bullshits. It's a system that treating your symptoms for your lifestyle related problems. Your lifestyle related problems. So you don't want to be dependent on a system that doesn't even fix those problems. It just fixes the symptom. You want to focus on yourself because you have caused that. And if you go to a doctor, it's an illusion, and you've been tricked. You've been tricked and fooled, because it's up to you to make those changes so you can correct them, and no doctor will ever help you. So there is a boat in the back making noise, so I will cut this short, or it's already so long. Thank you for watching. Watch my other videos. I made a video yesterday, very good, about almost the same topic, just a different way of explaining it, because I'm going to repeat myself again and again and again until one of those videos will go a little bit viral, because this message is very important, and sometimes I repeat myself. Don't get discouraged. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.